1993, Hong Kong New Territories North. The Cafe Chow Yun Ki got takeout calls 4 days straight from Lick King Villa, ordering char siu rice and fried ho fun. Each drop-off, he saw only a hand at door take cash, never the customer's face, until day 5, while tallying recent takings. The boss found real bills mixed in with a thick one of spirit money. Story set in 1993 New Territories North District. Back then, it was barely developed, with many hillside standalone villa compounds. Lick King Villa was one of them. Secluded and serene, the lodge sat remote, backed by a barren hill locals avoided. After dark, it grew silent. Chow Yun Ji Cafe sits at the mountain foot crossroads, serving nearby locals and passing drivers. Receiving orders from the villa area was normal, but delivering to the same remote villa for several consecutive days, under strange circumstances, aroused suspicion. A Chow runs the diner, a practical middle-aged man, not superstitious, yet still odd business troubles force him to step in. Delivery guy Ah Ming was the new kid, pretty brave, but his first few drop-offs still made his skin crawl right now. On the 5th day, when Ah Chow shook the hell money out of the cash box, their fear reached its peak. They decided not to deliver any new orders and instead go investigate. When the two arrived at the villa, it was already dusk. The exterior of the villa looked normal, but there was no response to ringing the doorbell or knocking on the door. A faint, indescribable smell of decay wafted out from under the door. Ming recalled the pale arm he saw delivering food and wouldn't go near the front door at all. A Chow circled to the side and spotted a crooked slat on a louvered window. He leaned in, flashlight beam slicing the dim living room. A man and woman in pajamas sat upright, rigid together on the sofa, faces blue-black, pupils blown wide, clearly already dead for quite some time. And on the coffee table in front of them were several takeout boxes with the Chow Yun Ki logo printed on them. Police rushed over, then sealed off the scene. Investigation. Victims were middle-aged bank clerks with few social ties. Forensics' initial exam gave a baffling finding. Both likely died at minimum 4 or 5 full days ago. In other words, during the days when the tea restaurant received the order calls and successfully delivered the food, the couple was likely already dead. So, who made the calls? Who gave the money? The hell money? And who took the food boxes inside? The case quickly took on a paranormal air. Inside the police, rumors and theories spread fast too. Further toxicology tests revealed that the two died of carbon monoxide poisoning due to a leak from an old gas water heater in the house. The death likely occurred unconsciously during sleep, with no signs of a struggle. This explains the death, but makes the order incident even stranger. Could it be that after death, some residual need or habit drove them to continue living and even consuming? The police investigated the phone company's records. The results showed that after the time of death estimated by the forensic examiner, there were indeed multiple outgoing call records from that villa's phone. The duration and timing of several of these calls closely matched when the tea restaurant received the orders. But how could that be possible? Could the telephone dial itself? Meanwhile, Ah Chow's Joss money was inspected and proved to be ordinary worship paper, standard offerings, nothing unusual at all. But why did they appear in the tea restaurant's cash box? Delivery man Ah Ming insists he always gets real Hong Kong dollars, cold to touch. An old detective privately proposed a chilling hypothesis. Could it be that under the influence of the deceased's residual consciousness or some force, they believed they were paying with real money? And this strong perception, at specific moments, like when the delivery boy was uneasy and the environment was dim, distorted the receiver's senses, making the hell money look like real banknotes. Hallucinations vanished only after leaving that place, returning to the restaurant, and taking daytime inventory. The case was closed as accidental death, but ghost meal rumors spread quickly, becoming Hong Kong's most famous urban legend. The cafe boomed briefly, then quickly went quiet afterward. Many people were both curious and afraid. The villa was never visited again and quickly fell into disrepair. Years later, Chao Yongji had closed. The site changed hands repeatedly. Sometimes elders who knew the story still spoke of it in hushed voices. Some say that around the 7th lunar month, late at night, if you pass by the rebuilt villa area and your phone signal happens to be very weak, you might hear an extremely faint electronic sound, similar to an old-fashioned rotary phone dialing. A clerk at a nearby convenience store said that on a rainy night near closing, they saw through the door a man in old-style pajamas, face indistinct, standing still in the corner phone booth, as if holding the receiver, though its light was long dead. Perhaps extreme loneliness and the sudden death can indeed leave a deep imprint on a place. Unaware, the couple neared the end, still clinging unconsciously to daily bread. Combined with the hallucinatory and suffocating effects of the gas leak, it perhaps created a brief, distorted echo at the threshold of life and death. This echo was strong enough to allow them, even after death, to make a phone call, pay for a meal, and complete the daily cycle they couldn't finish in their final moments of life. However, this delivery would never be signed for and never be consumed. With those spirit bills, it became a cold, eerie, sorrowful riddle left among the living. It reminds everyone who hears the story that the deepest horror sometimes comes not from clear malice, but from an unfulfilled, mundane obsession that makes one futile attempt in the void after life abruptly ends.